What's going on, guys? Smiling Dread 4 here, and welcome back to some more Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. So, yesterday, in our first episode, well, we began our story, learned the basic mechanics, got a lot of different gameplay styles, compared to the previous two games, with the whole schematic set and customizing your weaponry and shields and all that. It's very interesting. Not to mention, we learned our role as the Savior, which, if you do not know what that is, go see the previous episode. You will want to know that. Anyway, today, we're going to officially begin our journey. There's going to be a lot of things to do in this LP, and I plan on covering a lot of it. So before we go into this, I'm going to cover a few things. First of all, remember yesterday when I was talking about, like, special rewards and all that? Yeah, it turns out, the stuff I was looking for is in the rewards barter shop. I feel like it does now that I figured that out. So collect downloadable content, outworld rewards, and achievement rewards. And for this, you know we don't have the thing enabled. If you have the previous save files from Final Fantasy XIII and XIII-2 on your console that you're playing the same game of, you can get the Guardian Core and Knight of Etro costumes. And not just that, but you can also get their exclusive their exclusive weapons and stuff. Like the Blazefire Saber, the traditional weapon of Lightning's, and Overture, the sword that she used in the beginning of the prologue to XIII-2. And also we get a Guardian Core shield, something that you never really saw in the game. It was rather a, something more obscure, but I guess for the sake of this game it makes sense. In some kind of sense, anyway. So I'm gonna get that, and we also got Goddess's Graces, briefly shown off, but not too... briefly, I guess. I don't even know where I was going with that. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm trying to do something quick here. If I can make this work, that'd be great. Alright. And, alright, there we go. What I'm trying to do is set up for this thing. I am not actually prepared, honestly. Alright, so first is the Goddess's Grace. Yep. And as you can see, now we have a price of 200,000 if we want to get actually more of this stuff, which admittedly might be a good idea, but I'm not going to do that. That's not a thing. And with this, I'm going to actually customize our schemata. Now, these three are your main ones no matter what, but, you know, for the sake of one episode at the very least, I wanted to show off this equipment. But here's the thing with these armors. As you can see, there's no locked ability in them. So you can customize these to whatever your liking is, but the problem with that is it's hard for me to actually get attacks in. And you know well that I'd like to attack people, so it's a bit of a weird concept for me for a little bit, but as we progress on and on with the story, it won't really matter that much. It's pretty much a one-time use thing. So I'm going to equip this right here, take out the Crimson Blitz and give her the Blazefire Saber, which actually, ooh, that actually does a lot. Night Lotus into the Guardian Core Shield, impressive. Very massive change. As for abilities, nothing we can do. Unfortunately, we don't have any, you know, attack abilities, which it kind of puts a damper on things. Anyway, do the same here with the Dark Muse. Oh, did not mean to do that. You can actually change the name of some of these if you want to. So, Dark Muse to Equilibrium, or not that, to Goddess of Etro. I'm losing my mind here. Overture to Goddess's Grace. Okay, so it decreases HP a bit, but, you know. And obviously you don't really need these. For my guide, I don't plan on the first day armors. You can just do whatever you want with this. So if you have these, go for them. But if you want to be basic, you know, fight with what you're given, instead of use a cheat save file, then by all means, go with what you want. That's all I can recommend. Anything else we can do is beyond us. Although I really want to fight with these, that's the thing. I've not seen these in action, and I really want to, but I really need a, you know, attack. Also, I just noticed this. Hold on a second. Arsenal of 1. Slightly increases the damage done by Army of 1. Well, that's a bit of a spoiler, but, you know, I guess we can get into that later. But this will do for now. We got our armor sets. And actually, one more thing. I didn't show this off either because it slipped my mind, and I wanted to do it when I had these. But, if you probably already noticed it, but if you click the X button, you can actually customize your suits. So you got your blacks, you got your reds, you can do whatever you want with them. Me personally, being the smiling dread that I am, I prefer to go with the black, white, and red attire. So I'm going to try and customize this to my best extent, so long I can enjoy it. Oh, now it's ours. For customizing a set, there you go. Skirt, white, cape, and I'll make that red. Just pure red. And the bag can be black. How's that look for Bad A? Personally, I like it a lot better than the original one. And then just click B, and there you go, your custom armor. I'll do the same with these two. Let's see what we can do with Etro. Customize. So we can't change the feather, we can just change the armor. Alright. Armor, and I'll give it, let's say black. Arms, I can make these, I can make these be white. Waist, I can make this red. Legs, black. Accents, red. There we go. There we go. And then finally, the Miss Wizard. Custom palette. See what we can select here. Alright. Leather. Red. Boots. Black would be good. Pants. And I'll leave them how they are. Collar. It can be black. And the belt can also be red. Alright then. And now I gave these garbs my own custom insignia. A little something interesting to make them unique. Alright then. But now that's just one of the things I wanted to do before we actually head into this. Now here's the other thing. When I was doing the guide for this, when I was preparing for this whole LP, I compiled a giant list of notes to use for reasons. You'll find out early on, but basically, if you hear a big shuffling of papers throughout the mic, just we'll let you know that's what's happening. I got very bad memory, but I'll try my best to fill you in on what you can do. I've also, as you probably heard me grunting about, I was actually setting up something for a map that I have. And with that, I'll be adding, I'm going to try and add all these to Google Plus if I can, you know, for any of you guys who want to follow the guide along with me, in case you are, you've never played the game before and you are a little scared, which I won't offend you, that's your thing. So I'll try and do that to Google Plus, get stuff for you guys ready, but ultimately, this is going to be very guide heavy. It might even become a speedrun because with these notes, we can complete the game in half the time that it should. And you'll find out what I mean by that later on. And finally, of course, since I'm going to be doing a lot of guiding, I might be transitioning badly, like from one mission to maybe say an item for a different mission. If I do tend to ramble on a lot more than usual, just know that's the reason. I'm not trying to lose you guys. I'm trying to actually get a hold of my own sanity and help you guys out. Alright, quick edit there, guys. Sorry about that. My power blacked out on me for some reason, just as we were in the middle of the cutscene, so I had to actually restart the whole thing. Also, I had to change my costume a bit, or rather I might have changed my costume a bit. I'm not sure, I can't actually remember. But, yeah, I guess my Xbox is so scared of this game too, because it has not mastered any of this. And hopefully the power does not die on me again after that. But anyway, yeah, as I was mentioning before, I'm hoping to cover as much as I can. If I ramble on, I apologize. And if you do want to use my information to help you out, I'm going to try and get those on Google Plus or some other kind of website so you guys can use the notes for yourselves, should you need them. But anyway, let's get into this. Power of my house, please do not burn out on me. I just want to get started. I'm nervous, don't make me any more nervous than I need to be. Anyway, examine the teleporter here.
By using the warp device, I can teleport you back down to the surface.
I'm worried about Snow. I should go to his palace.
You could, but I suggest you visit another city instead.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Down on the surface, time is stopped for everyone. The palace will still be on high alert. It will be next to impossible to get anywhere close to Snow.
You're saying I should let things cool down first.
Sounds like a good idea. Return to Nova Crystallis? Let's do it. Oh, dang it, Elgato. Okay. Still trying to adjust my thing, guys. Just to let you know. Alright then. move right here a bit. Alright, we should be good. We got everything ready? Let's get going.
I'm going to send you to Luxarian. It's the capital of the world. Or, what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an inbound train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
Alright, do it.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown territory. But you were always brave.
Brave? I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry, no confusion, no fear.
That's good. But you still need to stay safe.
Of course. Hope the cautious one. Always making sure that nothing bad should happen. But yeah, here we go. The beginning of our adventure. Day 1. The time has come, people. Again, I'm scared out of my mind. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm hoping to get as much done as possible, but yeah, it's time. It's legitimately time. Let's do this. Alright, so by immediately going into Luxarian here, we get ourselves a cutscene, of course. Being our beginning. Usenon 2130, I believe that's the time for this game.
The Usenon train is now arriving.
Hello!
Luxarian North Station.
Good thing we kind of blend in with the crowd, huh? Thank you, Guardian Corps. Oh, that a beeps. Well, that rang in my ear. A lot. A very, very lot, actually. But here we are in Luxarian. Home to the Luxarians?
Luxarian, a bustling metropolis. The divine city of light. In the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city is governed in his name by a powerful religious sect known as the Order of Salvation. God's followers believe in ultimate redemption, and their faith helps keep the fires of hope burning. But even in this pious city, a darkness lurks untouched by divine light. A heresy that rejects the teachings of Supreme Benevelza.
Fascinating. Also, it makes you wonder. Lightning returns confirmed for Kingdom Hearts 3? Is that a possibility? No? Okay. Just putting that out there.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the heretics doing.
The Divine City doesn't look so holy now.
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light!
That scream! Uh-oh. Whoa!
There's no need. Just a dummy.
A mannequin.
Oh, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
My sensors didn't pick up anything at all. I'm running a search of the city's video database, but I'm coming up blank so far.
Seriously?
Doesn't matter. I'll just find out myself.
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter. Ominous.
Luxarian,
Indeed.
The Divine City of Light. Is that what they call it? Trouble is, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows.
Science! Kingdom Hearts, like I said. They're basically begging for this world to be part of Kingdom Hearts 3. It's asking for a lot, but you know it's gotta be. Well, my obvious rants aside, now we can actually get into this. The cutscenes ended. Let it all begin. Whither faith. The body of a young woman has been been found in the plaza in front of Luxurian's North Station. It is just laced in a string of murders in which the victim was a woman with the same color hair as Lightning. Connections much? Could someone be going after the Savior herself? Lightning needs to question witnesses in the area and report whatever she learns to the Inquisitor in charge of the investigation. And we can't decline the quest, obviously. It's the beginning of this game. But yeah, quest accepted. And this is just the first of many. Here, I'll save...
It looks like someone's targeting the Savior. Let's see if we can find out anything from the...
Alright, so what we need to do here when we get in, talk to the Inquisitor. First thing to do.
Luxurian is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days. The people seem to be growing fearful. If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
You're talking to the Savior here. She'll be alright. Alright, but now we have our mission. We need to examine our surroundings and get things started. Now, here's what you can see right now. Well, actually, I'll explain all this when we get the free time. We'll have it. What you need to do here is just go around and talk to certain people.
Favorite spot. Hang out here long enough and you get to see all kinds of things. Like those white-garbed loonies, for example. The children of Etro are heretics and they don't believe in the Order's teachings. Those Etro fanatics used to keep a low profile, but recently I see them everywhere. The Order's authority isn't what it was. Now those people wander the streets like they own the place. Do you think they know something we don't? Maybe they have a date for the end of the world, who knows?
Got me, bro. We've obtained some valuable information. Also, yeah, jump.
Good work, Light.
Item right here.
At this rate, you'll solve the murder in no time.
No kidding, we get ourselves a Fire's Emblem. That's good for, I believe, physical resistance. Now I talked to this guy right here. Who actually took care of the doll.
Killed the girl, brought that dummy here. It's important evidence. Don't touch it. The victim had colored hair, and the wig on that dummy was of the same color. The killers appear to believe that the evil Savior will take the form of a young woman with rose-colored hair. Everything points to this being the work of those heretics, children of Etro. But why are they so sure what the Savior will look like?
Oh, we'll find out. Don't worry about it.
That was a valuable witness statement.
Oh, not meaning to press that. Marvel Ultimate Alliance mechanics, people. Alright, so that's some information. There's also this right here. A bunch of papers. And they read, the evil Savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter. Just like in the cutscene. Valuable information obtained.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested
okay.
in this information.
Alright, anyone else around here? Outfitters.
Good heavens. This has become quite the predicament. Those messages say that the Shadow Hunter will kill the Savior. Sounds pretty, I don't know, prophetic, right? If you believe what you hear around town, it seems that the children of Etro have an Oracle Drive. That's a rare thing. They say Oracle Drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the very future. The Heretic's prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder.
No kidding. More valuable information?
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information.
Yeah, shut it.
Savior
You've heard it a million times.
Hands of the Shadow Hunter. It's certainly an arresting statement. I'd heard of the Shadow Hunter once before, from a guest that was staying here at the hotel. The same guest told me he's the head of that band of fanatics. But I don't know who he really is, or was. At any rate, it's hardly surprising that people think those Etro fanatics are behind this recent string of murders. But is this man they call the Shadow Hunter the one pulling their strings?
I don't know, you tell me. You've been around here longer than we have.
That's vital information. Good work, Light. At this rate, you'll solve the murder in no time.
Yes, we know. Next up.
Can't be. Damn it, it's not like him to be late. But what if... No, couldn't be that.
Something wrong? Not about those murders, is it?
God, no. At least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift, and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown.
He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
Got it. Where are you, Holmes? Where are you, Sherlock? Where are thee? Inside Luxarian North Station, the station attendant Thornton is worried about his colleague Holmes, who has failed to turn up for a shift. Can Lightning help find him? This quest must be completed by 6 AM. Try searching for a man in a uniform near the town hotel in the station plaza. And yes, you read it right. 6 AM. Not by our standards.
If I see anyone in uniform wandering around where they're not supposed to be, I'll talk to them.
But by the game's standards. And here we go with side quests. The meat of this game. Literally, the entire game revolves around these things, basically. During her mission, Lightning will encounter some people who are troubled and need help to be saved before the world's end. They will entrust the Savior with their wishes and hopes, which they become side quests for Lightning to accomplish. Helping those who are in need will save their souls. This has many positive repercussions, like getting Aradia to grant the world more time, or boosting Lightning's parameters. But you are free to refuse the quest if you prefer. Those who are in need of help will appear with stars beneath their names. The number of stars indicates the difficulty of the quest. Try to grant people's wishes to save as many souls as you can. So, side quest. Find Thorne's colleague Holmes. He's currently hiding near the inn in the station plaza. Look for a man wearing a station attendant uniform. This quest can be only completed tonight. If it is not completed before 6 AM, you will have failed the quest. Which is kind of funny, because it's not that hard to fail. Or it's not that hard to succeed. Anyway, what you need to do is come over to this area. You'll find Holmes right here. Oh, not that! Freaking!
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendant's worried about you.
Whoa.
Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time.
Smooth move.
Can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
Alright, scoring Holmes. Bring Holmes to the North Station where Thornton awaits. He is terrified and will run away if Lightning does not stay close. Tilt the left stick gently to walk. Keep an eye on Holmes as you make your way to the station. And it's a really good thing that they don't make these side quests mandatory. Like, they don't give you all this information or tell you what you need to do to complete them. You're free to figure them out yourself, which provides a bit of a challenge. But yeah, you don't have to worry too much. Just do a little bit of a running jog, then just go upward.
The Order operates the regional transportation system.
And then just wait for him to come back. And then just gotta talk to Thornton. And so, boom, bob, bing, side quest complete.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Quest complete. Savior's reward, 300 gil, a rail worker's cap, and a rail worker's battery. Maximum HP is increased by 30, and our strength is increased by 3. So this is basically the way you actually get yourself leveled up in this game.
You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of XIII. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
Good to know.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. When I talk...
No one,
Alright, on it.
absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its inquisitions based on that assumption. The Etro fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe in white. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the public phone near the graveyard. Furtive conversations in the streets. Prowling the city at night. It makes you wonder what they're up to.
Definitely makes me wonder what they're going on, or what they're doing. It's invaluable information.
So the culprits
There you
are
go.
the children of Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly. It'll be the easiest way to find.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
And just like that, quest number 1 complete. Get the Scholar's Glasses plus 800 Gillions. Some HP has been increased along with Strength and Magic plus the 6.